The Constitution, Religion, and Stupidity. I actually was reading the Constitution of the United States. Something I haven't even probably looked at since high school. But upon reading it, it was actually pretty interesting. A lot of good things in there. A lot of good things written by good men. It was pretty impressive. But the Constitution, much like the Bible and Christians, they claim all this stuff and want to promote it, but they really have no idea what it's even about, so I felt obligated to check it out again. One of the things and best things it says is that the government has no part in religion. They can't say yes to it or no to it. It just has no stake in it. And I just found that really strange, since churches are tax exempt and we have "In God We Trust" on our money, and if we go to court we have to swear on a Bible. That just doesn't seem like we're holding that true. Some other cool things that just make this country a great place to live in is no illegal search and seizures. We got a right to a fair and speedy trial. No cruel and unusual punishment. The government doesn't have an all-powerful entity. I mean, the states can have power too to decide on things. It's not just all one big brother thing. And I was reading this and I was thinking, this is really strange, because all the things I just went through about religion and search and seizure and trial and punishment and all that stuff, George Bush pretty much threw all that out the window. Amazing. It also says in 1865 we abolished slavery. In 1870 we allowed blacks to vote. And in 1920 we allowed women to vote. And then I got thinking about humanity. Humans, us, and that we've been around for about 100,000 years. Some say up to 200,000 years. I'll take the fair side and say 100,000 years. But even then, you're still going to have people saying, no, we haven't been around that long, it's all ever proven and stuff. So, I'm going to give you that too. I'm going to go by the Bible standards. Let's just say we've been here for 10,000 years. That way we'll all agree. So for the last 10,000 years, humans have been on Earth. We could look back 10,000 years and see someone or something or whatever and say, hey, look, a human. It's upright, it's walking, it's talking, whatever. No argument. So we'll throw out the 200,000, we'll throw out the 100,000, and we'll just say 10,000. And the weird part is, in the last 10,000 years, it took up to 150 years ago for us to figure out that blacks are not slaves. And I was just, are you fucking kidding me? Really? I mean, when you look at it from a big picture, it's just amazing. 10,000 years. We just figured it out 150 years ago to treat other people equally. That's not real impressive. That's like 200 lifetimes if everyone lived 50 years, and that's very conservative too, considering before science and medicine came along, 50 years is pretty generous, but I'll just say 50 years. That's 200 lifetimes. And in the last 3 lifetimes we started getting stuff right. That's not very impressive at all. It's really not. And we, under 100 years ago, in 1920, we allowed women to vote. And again, 10,000 years, 200 lifetimes. And in the last lifetime or two, we said, hey, women, you can have an opinion too. Out of 200 lifetimes. That's pathetic. It's embarrassing. I'm ashamed. That's the best we could do. And then, of course, I had to figure out, how could we instill these values? How could we believe this stuff? How could we make this the law? And then it hit me. The Bible. Of course. The Bible would be something this insane. That would keep people from treating other people normally and making them do things that are just absolutely insanely stupid and wrong and retarded. You look at the Bible in Exodus, it says, if you buy a slave, you own him for 6 years, and the 7th year he's allowed to go free. But if the slave has a wife and kids, they're your property too. But if the slave wants to stay with the wife and kids, since it's your property, you have to go before a judge. And then when he rules on it, you get to keep him permanently. He's yours forever. In fact, to make sure he's yours forever, you go back to your home and you take a rod and you punch a hole in his ear to mark your territory. Disgusting. Absolutely amazing. But I shouldn't be surprised, because it also says if you beat your slave and he dies, then the slave owner should be punished. But if you beat him and he gets up after a day or two, then it's okay. I'm not making this up. It's on the screen. It just doesn't take long to figure out why humanity took as long as it did to realize that all people are equal, including blacks and women, when the Bible has been there the whole time knocking us back. And for women, well, look at the screen. What does it say? The Bible usually tells women pretty much just shut the hell up. Listen to your man. Obey. Why women ever become religious is beyond me, since every one of them out there, the religions, pretty much suppresses them. I never understood that. So the real question is, when are we going to wake up to all this? When are we going to realize that it's all bullshit? I'm just in awe of how much religion there is out in the world today, with all we know and with all the damage it's done. When are we going to wake up, people? Thank you.